Thank you for attending the press conference this morning. I wanted to take the opportunity to release to the public information regarding the National Academy teams who have been invited to compete in the Open Cup Showcase Tournament. The BFA is pleased to announce that the National Academy under 14 and under 16 boys select teams will be participating in the Open Cup Tournament in Decatur, Alabama during the time period of April 12 through 14. The team will depart next week Wednesday on April the 10th and return on Monday, April the 15th. The Open Cup is a college showcase tournament that will feature over 240 teams from many U.S. states and international teams. The event is being held at the Jack Allen Soccer Complex in Decatur, Alabama. Jack Allen is a premier soccer complex within the South. It boasts 13 fields on 27 acres and has hosted a number of major U.S. Soccer tournaments, including the NAIA National Soccer Championships at the collegiate level, United States Youth Soccer Association Region 3 President's Cups, Alabama State Cups, and Olympic Development Programs. The invitation to attend the Open Cup was extended by the tournament director and event organizer, Scott Spencer. Scott is formerly the director of coaching for the state of Alabama. I had the opportunity to work with Scott during my tenure and time residing in Alabama, where I was also coaching. So I was able to reach out to Scott and the Premier Soccer Services, of which he is the director, and as a result he's extended the invitation for not only this event but future events for the Bermuda National Academy to be involved. The event will provide the National Academy teams with much needed exposure and match play, and is being seen as a part of our long-term build-up for the FIFA Under-17 World Cup qualifiers that will be held in 2014. In addition, the players will have the benefit to be seen by college coaches attending the event, thus beginning the college recruitment process. As a director of the National Academy, we firmly believe in the educational initiatives and pathways for our players. We do realize that we will have the few exceptional players who might have the potential to move on and play at the professional level, but surely the majority of our players we feel are good enough to play within the collegiate level, and the emphasis and focus is to provide them that exposure to not only college coaches but also to the prep schools. We've had a number of prep school coaches who have come onto the island and had the opportunity to come in and view the players within session. Currently we have 5 players who are in the process of admission for South Kent, looking forward to this fall. And when we went to the IMG College Showcase in December of this past year, we also included a visit to Mount Verde Academy, which is a prep school located in Florida. So to follow along with that trend, this visit will also include a stopover to Darlington School. Darlington School is a top prep school within the Southeast that includes the Darlington Soccer Academy. Coach Chad Little has been on the island previously, where he's come down to scout talent. We currently have 3 members of the National Academy program who are attending Darlington School and play for the Darlington Soccer Academy. Those would be Vance Brown, Jacob Green, and Jai Burgess. So they are going to be hosting the teams. They'll send their tour bus to collect the teams from Decatur. The players will have an opportunity to see how members of the Darlington Soccer Academy travel around to their events. They'll bring us onto campus, have an opportunity for a tour on campus, be able to take a look at some of the classes that are in session, view their athletic facilities, and then we will be involved with them in some friendly warm-up matches for the Open Cup. This will again allow Coach Chad Little the opportunity to have a look, extensive look at 36 of our players who will be on the campus. It gives our players the chance to have a look at the feel of what campus life looks like in the prep school, and we're hoping that following this there will be some opportunities that might evolve for our players. Coach Chad was formerly with the IMG Academy in Florida before for establishing the Darlington Soccer Academy. He is a member of the U.S. national staff, U.S. soccer staff, and NSCAA national instructor. Traveling along with the team will be head coach Andrew Bascom. He will be accompanied by National Academy staff coaches Philip Burgess, Don Vickers, Maceo Dill, and Carl Roberts. It's a good opportunity not only for our players, but also exposure for our coaches. So they will have the chance to look at the level of competition of the teams who are in the event. Certainly while they're on campus at Darlington, they'll have an opportunity to look at the setup of the Darlington Soccer Academy, and we are always trying to identify best practices which we can bring back and implement into our own setup. The teams have been preparing for the tour over the last 3 months, and presently this week are involved in a training camp that includes 2 daily sessions and a study hall session for academics. So since the players will be missing 2 to 3 days of school, they've been sacrificing over the course of this week doing daily study hall sessions to make up for any work that they might miss over that period of time. The teams will mostly be made up of local players who have been here training with the National Academy throughout the year, but is being bolstered by the inclusion of overseas players from our National Academy in the UK, Spain, and the US. So we have three players who are back on their spring break from the UK who will also travel along with us. We have 1 player who is doing a residency program in Valencia, Spain. He'll be traveling along with us. And we have 2 players that are US based who will join up with the team as well. In the absence of funding to fully support training tours and initiatives outside of the FIFA qualifiers, the parents have supported the financial costs for the National Academy players to benefit from this experience. The National Academy program has held fundraising events to raise money to support the players' travel costs. We are grateful to the Argus Group and thank them for their participation and support of initiatives such as this event that increases exposure and creates opportunities for our players to be identified for potential scholarships to further their education. The level of competition will provide a strong test for the National Academy players. In the under-14 boys supergroup in which we will compete, there will feature 4 international teams. Outside of the Bermuda team, there will be a team from Brazil, a team from Mexico, and a team from Trinidad and Tobago, as well as top U.S. Region 2 and 3 teams. The under-14s will be grouped with Vestavia Hills Soccer Club, who were the Disney Showcase finalists and John Talley Showcase champions. They are from Birmingham, Alabama. I've previously worked with the Vestavia Hills Soccer Club and know the strong level of their program. They will also play against the Challenger Crew Juniors, and they were the state finalists from Cleveland, Ohio. The Challenger Crew are the feeder club of the Columbus Crew, one of the MLS teams, so they will be in the bracket. In the under-16 goal group, will feature teams from Evansville Soccer Club in Indiana, Baton Rouge Soccer Club in Louisiana, the Mississippi Fire Soccer Club from Mississippi, Mandeville Lakers from Louisiana, and the Gulf Coast Texans from out of the Florida Panhandle. The players and coaches will also have the opportunity to get a glimpse of the Garden City Panthers FC from Port Harcourt, River State in Nigeria, who will be playing in the under-19 division. Additionally, there will be teams from Canada who will be playing in other age groups throughout the tournament. So as you can see that it is going to be a good level of competition for our players, not only the opportunity to measure ourselves against the U.S.-based players, but also to take a look at the level of international play in similar age groups. There are additional invites for the Bermuda National Academy teams that are pending as a result of the relationship that has been established with the tournament director. And in the near future, we hope to provide much more needed programming for the BFA's National Academy. So already on the books, we have an invite to Naples, Florida for August the 25th to 7th to a tournament there. And we've also been invited to an elite tournament in November over the Thanksgiving weekend that will feature National Academy teams or academy teams from South Africa as well as Mexico. The later one is in Thanksgiving in November. in San Antonio, Texas. And of course, we would also be returning to a college showcase event in December. So what we're trying to do is plan a calendar of events that allows for our National Academy teams to have a steady flow of competition. The model and the template that we have been developing here with this group of players and parents, in which the parents are stepping up to support the initiatives. They see the value of investing in their kids and giving them the chance to receive this exposure. We combine that with active fundraising that the players are participating in. We've had potlucks, we've had fish fries, and then we continue to reach out to corporate sponsors to highlight to them that our programming is not just about playing on the field, but it's about creating educational pathways and opportunities for our players to pursue college degrees. Any questions? Mr. Bazin, there's always at least one question forthcoming from your direction.
I'm just happy that the youth are getting some exposure.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. We look forward to it.